Give me 1 second. Clean chart, all right? So pick a pair like NZD, JPY or something you never looked at before. And I'm gonna say it again. Both of you guys work at it together, Bianca and David. After that, we're gonna have after Bianca and David finish theirs, we're gonna have Evelio and Jacqueline work together. You guys are gonna work on Euro AUD.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
I'm here.
All right, sweet. All right, Bianca, what's going on?
Hi, I'm here.
I don't mean to like take control over the chart, so I'm gonna just let you know what I'm seeing, and you can let me know if you see the same thing or not.
Okay.
And so my supply zone, I see it right here on the daily chart, and this is the price area between this close and this close.
Wait,
I mean, excuse me, my demand zone. Excuse me. My demand zone would be from here to here. You agree with that? All right, so I'm gonna just draw it out right now. Now my supply zone would be right here. Right here. This is just me though. Now the mid zone.
Why did you label your supply zone that way? Like, what highs are you using?
I'm using this high right here because this is my swing high right here. I'm basing it off of this because this is done. This is done. So the new wave is right here, right here.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion. You know,
no, I see what you're saying. I just didn't see what highs you were using, but you used the candle before it, so I see it now.
And if anything, I can just use this area. If that makes more sense actually. What am I? Sorry, let me delete that. So, would it be better if I use this area as the demand zone rather than this?
Well, I actually like the demand zone that you have, so.
All right. And now for my midway point, where would you put it at? I always have like a struggle on that one. Like I always go back right here to my line chart just to get a clearer view of my midway point. Then
right.
I can draw it out. I mean, that's how I do it. You know, you don't have to follow my method.
Okay.
Perhaps here.
Let me see.
No. Do you feel comfortable with that midway point? Like if you feel like there could be a correction, just let me know.
I just feel like it could be like a smidge lower.
To where?
Yeah, just like, well, wider.
Bianca, you can draw on the screen so he can see. It's called annotate. If you're looking at your Zoom screen, there's an option on top that says view options, and you'll be able to press annotate when you click on it. And you'll be able to draw and use the boxes to help guide him.
Okay, I see it. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our zones. What else did you want to see, JL?
Well, we worked up to date. Zones.
Oh, okay.
All right. I want to see the trends. And in that trend, I want you to identify the waves of the trend. And in each touch of those waves, right, on wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, what candlestick patterns are you seeing that cause the market to shift? You guys have 4 minutes.
Okay. So, Bianca, do you see this right here as a potential new wave, like starting from here, going up here?
Yeah, like an ascending channel.
All right. So we'll start right here. Finish off right there. So right here. So right there. Here, and that's it. And just to be sure, sorry, I like to like base it off of this as well.
Right. But isn't 5 supposed to be higher than 1? Or am I not understanding the
I mean, I think 5 is like, in my opinion, 5 is like the last wave that kind of like indicates what it wants to do. I mean, that's what I think JL is going to speak about today. Corrections. I'm not too sure about it because I'm learning about this as well.
Okay.
I'm
No,
not too sure.
I
All I
see
know is
the
that
wave. I just didn't understand the parameters. Okay.
all I know is that, like, on wave 2 and 4, that's a double bottom right there. So I know for a fact that this has to be correct, or at least it appears that it would be correct.
Right, because then it shot up.
Yeah, and I'm also looking at my inverted head and shoulder. Excuse me. Let me see if I'm right about that.
Well, here's an engulfing can. Well, I don't know if you can see my. Hold on. I'm gonna do the annotate thing. Hold on. Loading.
Just to add a little more pressure, you guys got 2 minutes left. Don't waste too much time on trying to understand what. Just identify, and we'll go over if you had it right or wrong.
All right, so from wave 4 to 5, that's an ascending channel, right? And then
Yes.
from there, now it has met the demand zone. What was previously supply, it has become a demand zone. So now it's ranging,
Yes.
meaning it's consolidating. So it's building up what appears a distribution.
Right, and at 1 there's an engulfing candle. Letting us know the market's gonna go down.
That right there is a distribution. Right here, yes, that's a bearish engulfing. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but that's what it looks like. Let's see if there's any other formations.
I believe. Hold on. Let me see if I can draw anything.
You guys got 50 seconds left. I'll give you guys another minute.
Okay. At the start of 1, is that a 3 inside up?
At the start of 1.
Yeah. At the start of the first wave, the number 1 wave. Do you see right where the dot where you started it?
Right here, I see that has a shooting star. I see that as a shooting star.
Oh, okay. No, down. If you go down at
right here.
No, all the way down to 0. Go to 0.
Right, 0.
0, right there. Is that a those 3 candles? Is that a 3 inside up? Or would that be?
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay, that looks like a 3 inside. You can.
It kind of looks like it does.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, leave it marked. Leave it marked. It kind of looks like it does because here's the closing, boom, and here's the closing right here, boom. It does go in there, but that's how I look at it. I'm not too sure about that.
Okay.
Like, in my opinion, like, I wouldn't know if that is. There's a bearish engulfing right here.
Yeah.
That's 1. Went down. What else? If you spot anything, circle if you like.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm looking at 3. Definitely a doji candle. That's a hammer at 0.
30 seconds left, guys.
Okay, so I got my alleyway and my zones. There's a channel here. This is the distribution. It's playing out. What else? Okay, we also had like accumulation here that shot up. Boom. I'll just draw that out really fast.
Oh yeah, retested like where 5 is.
All right, good job, guys. All right. So, how did it feel to be under pressure? Do you guys feel?
Based on the time, yeah.
What was going through you guys' mind? Were you guys more focused on the time or the actual identification of what your task was?
I was more focused on the identification.
How about you, David?
For me, I'm getting more comfortable identifying things. I just try to base it off of like market structure. I try to go in order. I try to do things as clean as possible. Mm-hmm. So that's why it took a little long.
No, I don't. The reason why we're simulating time into identifying is I want to create a similar scenario as to when the market is live and you're looking for a trade, right? You're looking to enter and you're like, okay, what is going on? That creation of anxiety in your mind. That was the whole point of this. So let's go over what you guys identified. So why don't you guys tell me and everyone here what you guys looked at? Why did you guys identify your zones? Why was this your Elliott wave? And what patterns did we identify? Remember, and you guys have time to gather your thoughts now. On 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Elliott wave, what pattern did we notice?
The head and shoulders.
The double bottom.
So that's a formation.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
So Bianca, let's start off with you.
Okay.
I heard you telling David in regards to your median zone. What was the point of that? Why did we want to stretch out your zone a little wider? Explain yourself. And if you can draw where you would have drawn your zone.
Okay, so that's actually what I was going to ask you about. Hold on, let me pull up the annotation thing. I don't know if it's really working or if it's my internet messing up, but it's not letting me. It's still showing as a mouse and not as a pencil.
All right, so when you click on annotation, right, it's on the mouse, right? So you have to click where it says draw and select which tool of draw you want to select.
Okay.
There's a menu somewhere around your screen, and it should say text, draw, stamp, arrow, erase. Click on draw, and then you can actually select a box that has a dotted line in it, and it would look like this. Perfect. And if you want to erase, just click on the eraser and go over it. And then, so show me where you wanted to draw your zone.
My median zone?
Yeah.
I wanted to draw it. Okay, I have it on draw. Let's see if it Okay, so I kind of wanted to do it more so here, if that makes sense. Just seeing where the market retested and just going from, like you said, from the, it's a little hard for me to do the median ones because I'm not sure which high to go to, but just looking at where the market retested, it just seemed like they retested down here versus up here. Okay,
so let's remember something. When I said when we're identifying the median zone, if we're not seeing any highs to identify, are there any more? Is there a clear low that we can go off of? The point is just to identify a price area that the market revisited a lot. So in terms of where you drew your line right here, correct? And the zone that David drew, I think you guys did really well with that. You know, the price overall, it's still consolidated, if not around there here. Okay, it consolidated a little bit up here, and when it broke above, it's doing the same here. So the point is, we're collaborating, right? You guys never work together. You guys never try to explain to somebody how to draw the zone. So I think with the zones, you both did really well. So you guys can give yourself a round of applause on that. In terms of the Elliott wave, explain to me your thinking here, because this looks crazy, boy. Talk to me, guys.
Give me 1 second.
David, explain to me your thinking here.
For the Elliott waves, okay.
So remember, we use the Elliott wave, the 5 waves, on the movement either downwards or upwards. We didn't speak about corrective waves, which we will talk about today, but we never spoke about the market consolidating and us using the Elliott wave like that. We're looking for the waves of the market's movement. So if the market went up or down, you know, we're looking for those 5 waves. So on those 5, on that movement to the upside where 0 to 1 occurred, right?
Okay.
That's one move to the upside. Now, from 1 to 2, I can see 3 moves. I can see the first one, although there's a gap, right? And you can see how the market came, right? So we have 1. On 2, the reason why the market went for its largest push down, okay, look, we have a tweezer top, which is what I wanted you guys to identify, right? And we have a bearish engulfing candle that led on to print to us 3 bearish candles in a row, which gave us the dark crow pattern, right? So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the last wave, right? Let me erase this here so you guys can see what we were talking about, right? On 4, where you actually have a 3 written down right now, what's the candlestick pattern we see here?
That's a evening star.
Evening star, we have a shooting star. I actually have 2 shooting stars at that resistance, and then an evening star, right? And then the market created a long push. Now remember, this is the daily candles. Each candle represents 1 day. So what did the market do after it couldn't find or break below, right? The market then created a morning star pattern, and then an inverted hammer, and an inverted hammer. And what did the market do, which you guys identified correctly? Accumulate. Overall, I wanted to create amongst both of you guys kind of like anxiety, right? Like, shit, I gotta make sure I'm doing this right. Because that's the same thing you're gonna feel when you're trading. When you put a trade on, most people make the mistake and they place a trade and then they're looking for what happens. No, your job is to identify what's happening in real time so that you can catch the real movement. Okay? So how do you guys feel? I mean, you guys did well. How do you guys feel?
I need more work on Elliott waves. That's about it.
How about you, Bianca?
I feel okay. I definitely see where we could have done the Elliott wave, but I just need to work on my zones because I feel like they're a little wide, but I never know if I'm looking, toward the previous, well, I don't know if you can see my mouse, but like the previous high or the previous low or the low in front of it or the low behind it. I'm still a little confused on that.
That's fine. And just remember, when we're identifying zones, we want to do it off past price, not current price. Okay, so when we identify past price, then we start to adjust it based off of how the market is moving to it now. So continue working. Sorry for putting you guys on the spot, but great job overall. And let's have Evelio and Jacqueline. You guys are next. The next, whoever wants to share their screen, Jacqueline or Evelio, you guys are going to be working on Euro AUD. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes each, or 10 minutes total. So from 9:55 to 10:05, or we'll start when you guys share the screen, whoever chooses.
Avelia?
I think Evelio stepped out. He's not on here. So let's pair up Jacqueline and, let's see, Jose Gonzalez. Work with Jacqueline. Our goal here is for, I don't know if you were here earlier, Jose, but what we're going to do today is you guys got 10 minutes. From 10 minutes from the minute you share your screen, you're going to work on Euro AUD, okay? And you guys together are going to identify the zones, the trends, and when you are identifying your trends, I want you to find the Elliott wave, okay? And in each touch of the Elliott waves, I want you guys identifying the candlestick pattern of each wave that caused the market to move up, all right? So when you guys share your screen, I'll start the countdown.
So zones, waves, and candlestick
Candlestick patterns, yes.
Correct.
Jose, you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, awesome. I feel the anxiety already, JL, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, just bear with me 1 second.
The next people who are up, let's have Brad and Jeff. Brad and Jeff, you guys are going to work together. You guys are going to do GBP AUD.
You guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yep. Euro AUD. And once you have your screen opened up, I will start the timer when you guys tell me you're ready. Now those alerts kick in, Jose. All right, 5.
Let's clear everything here. All right.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, you want
So
to?
first,
So you guys together have to work together and identify where you want to identify. So Jacqueline, you can use your annotation tool to circle or write or draw your zone and give your suggestion, and you guys together work on it. All right?
Got it.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do the support zone first.
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna start with zones.
Okay.
Make sure you're explaining yourself, Jose, why you're doing that zone, and ask her if she agrees with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the daily daily chart. I like to identify the bigger areas first. See, right off the bat, I see zone here.
You're gonna use right here as the low then.
That's one of the lows. That's not the low, but that's one of them because we're seeing price touch multiple times on there. So we're gonna mark that up. Is down here. I mean, we don't see much of it, but it looks like a fake out more than anything else. So I think we should mark it up.
Let's look to the left a little bit to determine if that's really
Sure.
a fake out. Okay.
You see, here's a little bit of confirmation because look where how that connects over here.
Yeah, and then it retested right here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Ready for the
So
next
that's
zone?
far enough. That's one of them. That's two of them. We just noted. We have another area right over here. So I'm going to mark that.
This is our mid zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where they're retesting. That's a strong support and resistance.
Yes, I'm going to mark it up a little bit. I'm going to have to clean it up.
That's good right there.
Okay.
Don't worry too much in regards to how well it looks. Let's work on just the flow, right? We're trying to get in rhythm of identifying and just creating the pace of, like, if the market was actually developing in the moment, right? How we can search for the answers. So don't get caught up on like, oh, my zone has to be perfect or whatnot. I will comment on it, but just so you know.
So there seems to be another zone there, and we're just going to mark
the top.
The very top here. So that's where we have the last touches there.
Got it.
All right.
And I agree. These zones look good.
Perfect. Okay, so he also wanted trends, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, right off the bat, I see a ton of trends on here.
Right. I see an uptrend. It's making higher highs. So you want to do the Elliott?
Well, let's do I think we want to do the trends too. We want to mark those up.
Okay.
So you see any trends anywhere?
So
if you can use your annotation.
Yes, you see my annotation?
I do not.
Oh, so you don't see this arrow right here that I drew?
Oh, there you go. There it is.
Okay. So yeah, that's the uptrend that I see.
Okay. So we'll mark that up. The daily, that's a huge uptrend. Okay. And there, I mean, there's trends within that.
Oh yeah.
Remember, this is the daily. So we can also mark this here. This is very aggressive uptrend over here. You see any downtrends anywhere?
Well, I see the impulse coming back, you know. So like if it's in an uptrend, I see the impulse and the retracements.
Okay, you wanna note those out for me? Like where you see what's going on where?
Okay, so you drew this, that's the impulse, and then I see this as the retracement coming back, and then impulse here, small retracement. I don't even know if I would count that. Another impulse to the upside is still making higher highs, and it's coming back here, and impulse up, and retracement right back. See it?
Okay. Yeah.
You guys got 5 minutes.
So you know what? Let's go right to the edit wave tool.
Okay.
So here you have 0 to 1.
Mm-hmm. And I think he said start at the retracement, so we can technically, wait, let me draw. Hold on. We can definitely technically start right here, right where I'm pointing, because he said start at the retracement.
So start here.
Mm-hmm. Bam. Yes. Two. I would, I don't know. We'll see what he says, but let me make a suggestion. I don't know if I'm right
Absolutely.
or wrong, but
Absolutely.
I would make this, let me see, 1, 2, 3. Like 3, I would make over here. Is this just a small dip? I would put 3 over there. Let me erase my yeah. 3, 4, and then 5 to the
Make
upside.
4 here.
Yeah, and
then
5 to the
over
upside.
here.
Yes.
Come on. Whatever you do, don't get a Windows computer.
I have Windows. Mine is, don't complain about my Windows.
No, can't stand this thing.
Your 5 is under the 3.
Okay, hang on.
I'll give you guys an extra minute just because you guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. So let's do the, once we got that, let's do the candlestick formation. So let's look at this one. This is a large bullish
You know how to clear your annotation so you can start fresh? So we can work on the...
I can. Let me find that little eraser. And
there you go. Okay.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Got you guys. You guys got 4 more minutes left.
Okay, so here's the, you have an engulfing candle right there. See, he said to find them at the mark. So this one looks like a shooting star right here.
Okay, so we'll make an annotation.
I got that.
Pull it out. This one here? Or
no, this is the engulfing. This is the bearish engulfing right there.
Mm-hmm.
You got a shooting
That's
star
the
right
star.
here. You got a double top right here. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see what I'm pointing to. Right here is a double top.
Okay, so let's pull it out.
Let's do some at the bottom. What do you see at the bottoms here? This technically looks like an evening star right here. Let me know if there's something that you don't agree with.
Sure. That was the evening star?
Mm-hmm. This one looks, yeah, right here looks like a nice hammer right here.
It's a big old hammer there.
Big old hammer.
You guys got 90 seconds left.
Okay, and this one here, what was it that you wanted to? That's an evening star that you wanted to?
Yes.
'Cause you got two here.
Oh,
This
no,
looks
no.
like an
This one,
inverted.
okay, no, this, yeah, that one, that was not the evening star. That was the shooting star, I believe it was.
Okay. Anything else you want to call out before time's up?
Hmm. Did you have anything else you
I mean,
see?
it's not exactly 100% perfect. I mean, I would spend a lot more time on, you know, the design things, but it's okay. We're not going
Yes.
for perfect. We just want to get it out the way.
Yeah. Done beats perfect.
All right, bro. Take it away, brother.
Perfect. Now, how did you guys feel? How did you feel, Jose?
In terms of identifying zones and whatnot, I mean, it's no problem. I like that. I love that Jackie was engaged with identifying things and with the yellow waves and getting it on here. It's pretty unusual for me because I'm not used to setting up a chart with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's part of the reason why we're doing this. So I'm totally with it, man.
Yeah, man. The goal is to collaborate. As you notice, we've done a few morning sessions. You've been trading with me for quite some time, so you understand. Like I offer you guys the opportunity to give me input on my ideas, and I want you guys working together because one person may view something that the other may not. I know where Jose was heading towards when he identified the first trend. He was going to identify those 5 waves to the upside. But Jacqueline, she saw the bigger picture, and I didn't even see those 5 waves, honestly, until you guys pointed it out. So in the end, I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause there. Good job. Jacqueline, tell me how you felt.
I felt good. I did. Obviously we know the pressure is on, and this was good. It was a good learning experience. I like to know, I see how he's doing his zones, and I see how they match up with how I'm doing it. And it's just looking at somebody else's perspective and getting to the same result. I would love to see where he was going with the single uptrend, and doing an Elliott wave on just one of the trends. Yes, I did look at the bigger picture. In reality, though, when you do a single one, that's really what you're going to be focusing on, that one single one when you go around to lower time frames. So
Correct. So I'll do the identifications there. So when he identified that trend, I can tell you off the bat because I spent a lot of time with Jose when I lived in New York, and we worked a lot. We worked a lot on identifying all this stuff. So when he identified this uptrend, this was his first move. This was the second move, right? This was the third move. This was the fourth move, and this was the fifth move. So off the bat, great job, guys. I'm just going to give you a little smack in the hand. When the sun goes down in the evening stars occur at resistance. Morning stars occur at support.
oh, that's just my bad, because I those are my favorite pairs, so that's just my bad.
No worries, no worries. That's just a smack in the hand.
Oh no, we'll take the blame for it too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
On the third wave, I was hoping you guys identified the engulfing candle, the bearish engulfing candle, followed by the fake out to the upside, and then the 3 black crows. But overall, you guys did really well with this. The only thing is you guys did not identify for me on the second touch of the wave, the second wave, the pattern. You guys focused on the hammer and the end of the trend there, where the market faked out. We should have identified this candlestick pattern right here. The job was to identify patterns on each touch of the trend. But overall, great job. Give you guys a round of applause there. And continue working hard, guys.
Thank you.
No problem. Does anybody have any questions in regards to what we're doing here? If you don't and you're understanding what we're doing here, in the sense of we've had the 4 of these students identify on a chart the zones, the trends, and within the trend, the waves. And in the waves, we're identifying the candlestick patterns. We're collaborating together. So if you guys have any questions in regards to any of that, type 0. If you don't, type 1. All right, perfect. So next up, let's have Jeff and Brad. You guys are gonna work on GBP-AUD together. All right, so one of you guys share your screen.
What's up, Brad? You want to do it or want me to do it?
It doesn't matter. Go ahead. I'll annotate as much as I can for you.
Okay, that's fine.
After Jeff and Brad, we're gonna have Jaylene and Kurt. You guys are gonna work together. Did I give you guys the pair? Let's pick.
If you zoom out a little bit, we can do. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
No, whatever. You know that. Like far?
Nope, a little farther in.
Farther in.
There you go, right there.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys got until 10:24 to get this done.
All right.
Yep.
What do you say? Nice bottom zone here. Oh shit. So,
Yeah, somewhere in there. It looks good.
right.
Yep.
Let's just... I don't know. For now, I'll just do.
Remember, guys, the goal is to work together.
Yep. Sorry.
Two laid back guys here. It's fine.
Is that too high up there? I mean, you could go lower too.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work.
There you go. That one now. Pick a spot like here.
Sure.
All right. All right.
Okay, and then we got something there if we wanted to go there.
Oh, you want that one?
We got this one here.
Mm-hmm.
This one here. Sorry. Great drawing here.
Which one? You want to do the up one here?
Yeah. Let's do it. Yep.
Comfortable.
Something like that. You got to adjust the bottom probably to make it all work, but yeah.
Okay.
It'll work.
Yeah, something like so, right?
Yep.
All right.
And you can get your Elliott waves going off that pretty easily.
Okay. You want to start off the retest somewhere in here, right?
Yeah. So you can do 1, 2. Sorry, you can't see mine. Yeah.
Okay. I keep messing up. Maybe here. What do you think? Here or here?
Doesn't matter. Either one.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. And then 5.
Yep. Let her go.
All right.
Yep.
All right, so.
You don't mind zooming in a little bit now, do you?
Oh, no, go ahead. Better?
Much better. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so we can start off at 1. What do we got for candlestick pattern going on there?
Well, let's see. Let's see. Well, what is it? More of a tweezer top?
Yeah, Jose, the tweezer tops, I feel like I've always kind of had where the shadows or the highs and lows of it the same size, but now they've kind of.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, tweezer tops you could do there. You could also do.
Remember, the tweezer tops, guys, we identify them when they both line up in price at the opening and closing of it, not the high or the low. It's the opening. The wicks
Okay.
on the tweezer tops is what confirms that as a tweezer top, as long as the both price open up together.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, 1 more minute, but keep up.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. 1 minute.
2 looks like it's probably a hammer.
What I mean is, you guys, instead of finishing at 10:24, you guys 10:25.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah.
The hammer or even a morning star.
Yeah, I was actually leaning more towards Morning Star, but that's
Yeah. Okay, is that an evening star or is that a
Well, it's interesting because I think the
3
wicks are
inside down?
Yeah, because I think the wicks are kind of the same length on that. So I think you're more of a 3 inside down. I think, right? Let me see what's going on right there. Okay, and that's yeah.
You just do a bullish engulfing, right?
Right. Like morning into a bullish engulfing, right?
Yeah.
Five is just the top.
5 is 5.
Yeah, 5 is just the top. Yeah, I agree. Looks like, I don't know. Looks like a top kind of forming here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. You want to do some more?
Yeah, crazy. Okay, so just right above our 0, would that be a tweezer top, son? Is that where we're kind of, if the bodies are the same size, up a little higher, up higher, to your left?
Oh,
right
the
there. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's right, and then it falls into the downtrend.
Yeah.
This inverted hammer, yeah, leads all to your downtrend here. Yeah.
Yeah. And you could even call that the 3 black crows, right? Because all 3 are. Never mind. Close. It's close. It's not it though. Because I think it's got to go smaller to bigger.
Right. Oh, Twister.
We know what you mean. Don't worry.
Yeah, and I was like, why am I saying Twister?
So Jose, the Moro boots, I can't even say either.
More
How often they show up? I mean, I was looking around for them the other day, just trying to see if I could find one.
So the Morobuzo is at the end of a trend, and they're just that one solid candle, no wicks. Sometimes they're hard to spot because at times there'll be like a small upper
Right,
wick.
you'll always have some wick of some sort, right?
Yeah. But there is candles that sometimes close as a Morobuzo, and you guys try not to get caught up on trying to identify the specific of that Morobuzo or the long body candlestick. It's more of like what they do next to the previous or the candle after.
Okay.
If you can in time, you can as well. Let's see. How you guys feel? How do you feel, Jeff?
I'm pretty confident in what we've done.
All right, you guys did very well. Brad, tell me what's on your mind. What do you think? How you felt?
Looks all right. I mean, this is my grief with it. It's just, so it looks great. I think we understood what the past was. Now we just got to predict the future. So on 5, you look at 5 and you're thinking, okay, so where does that lead us? Because now we figured out what it did, but now, what's next?
Correct.
That's always what lays out in my head of.
Correct. So in the end, our goal is, here we're working on identifying what has happened, right?
Yeah.
Understanding what has happened will give us kind of a sense of direction of what is going to happen. And what happens now would in the end give us clarification of what happens after. Overall, you guys did an amazing job identifying the zones. The patterns, you did a very great job on. The one thing I do want to fix is, remember, the waves are on the trend. So if wave number 4 created a lower low, then that's where 4 should.
Yep. Yeah, we did discuss that. We did.
I saw Jeff attempting to fix it. I don't know if he double thought about it or whatnot, but overall, everything's well. You see how on the 4th wave, on the biggest wave to the upside, when the market made its move to the upside, there was a big engulfing candle after the market formed a hammer an inverted hammer and a bearish candle, which gave us the morning star pattern right on the 4th wave, and then the market just took off. Right now, we're on the daily candle chart, so we're seeing that today's candle is kind of starting to engulf the previous candle. So with the closure of that daily candle engulfing the previous candle, then we may be able to start to see the market come down a bit. Overall, I am looking for retracements on GBP pairs. We did have a long push to the upside on all of them. Overall, I want to give you guys a round of applause from everybody. You guys did an amazing job working together. Continue working hard, guys. Just the only mistake you guys made there was the 4th wave, but overall, great job. If there's any questions or anything you may have had in regards to that, let me know.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
Looks good. Yeah. Great work with you.
Good job, guys. Randy, the reason why they moved the 4th wave is because wave 2 and wave 0, the start of the 1st wave, all of them lined up within that uptrend, which is what they identified. So if they would have left wave 4 here, right, where the market, hold on, I have it in white, sorry. Wave 4 here, if that would have been wave 4 here, then when the market came back down, then the structure is eliminated, right? Because there's no way that the 5th wave is shorter and lower than the 3rd wave, okay? So we want to see it go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Overall, great job, guys. Let's have Jaylene and Kurt step up.
Yo. I'm a bit bloated, so bear with me.
Yeah, we see it. So you guys are gonna work on the daily chart of Euro JPY, and you guys will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Hi, Kurt.
What's up?
How are you?
I can't breathe. I ate too fast.
Oh, okay. So let's identify zones.
Yep.
Okay, so I like to start at the top and work my way down.
Cool. That's good.
Okay. What do you think? Maybe here is like a lot of stuff going on.
Actually, I think come a bit lower. You know where that candle comes?
Where?
Down, 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 down.
Here?
Down, down, down. Down. Yeah, where that, can you see that that hammer?
No, this one.
How do I draw?
There's an option at the top that says annotate.
Annotate.
Yeah, like go ahead, like draw zones like wherever you see them as well.
Oh man, I can't see annotate. What the?
If you look at in the top of your screen where it says you are viewing Jaylene Barreto's screen, there's an option, view option, and you can click on annotate there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I'll add 1 more minute to you guys' time.
Cool.
Jaylene, remember, to now help you out here. Let's not overdo the zones. When we identify a supplier demand zone, we're always looking for the median zone. So I like the lower zone that you drew.
This
Right.
one?
Yep. You can eliminate this one though.
Okay.
But
Did you figure it out, Kurt?
Yep.
Okay. So now let's identify some trends.
Cool.
The one that sticks out to me right away is this one. Well, I guess just overall, it's just a huge downtrend.
Yeah, we could do the big one. Oh, what the? Oh my god.
And also, I see
We
this.
do this on here.
Sorry?
We can do this downtrend.
Yeah, also this sticks out to me.
Yep, that's a good one too. That's like the trend inside the trend.
Oh, yeah. And then this would be like, well.
It's like, yeah, the long-term trend kind of thing. So here we got good zones.
And then we also have to identify candles. Jose, you said you wanted it like in the waves?
yes. So for instance, where you guys identified 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, if that's the waves you guys want to stick to, just identify the candlestick patterns. I do suggest stick to the bigger trends so it's easier for you to identify the patterns.
Okay, Kurt, can you take over for a minute? I have a call from work.
Very good.
I'm gonna mute my phone. Hello?
Man, how do I do? I can't do the Elliott waves.
Just simply draw the numbers. So when you click on draw, click on the tool that lets you draw with the pen. It's like a squiggly line, and just write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool. So, I would think that would be 0. That's 1. This would be 2. 3 down here. 4. And couldn't make the 5.
Okay, I'm back. What do you want me to do? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
A bigger Elliott wave?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did the 0 off just that retest right there.
Like that?
Yep. So I'll just erase all of this.
Okay. I'm gonna erase this one. Um,
And then we'll do the patterns. So what patterns do you see?
I have someone early. Oh, it's here, but it's like underneath a bunch of stuff. This is a uh morning star, I think.
Actually, do you want to delete the yellow Elliott wave?
Yeah, I'll take it off. You see it right here? That one.
To the bigger trend, Jaden.
Okay.
Yeah, let's focus. We'll focus on the 1 for now.
Okay.
So
Here's
what do
another.
you?
This would be evening star, I think. Do you see anything?
I see. Like a 3 inside down there.
This would be bullish engulfing. Oh, this is the 3 black crows.
Yep. And if you look here, there's a big head and shoulder right there. You know,
Where?
shoulder, head, fake out, and the other shoulder.
What about the first wave, guys?
Oh, first wave. There's a big engulfing right there. Like 3 black crows right there. And there's another huge head and shoulder right there. Oh.
Which head and shoulders? This one right here, like that? No, I don't see it.
This one here.
Okay. And this here would be like a double bottom.
Yep.
Like a sideways channel.
And it's also created a higher low over here, which was the 5th wave that tried to break it, but it couldn't. So yeah, that's just something to point out. And it goes with the double bottom there.
Alrighty then. I think we're done.
Yep.
How you guys feel?
That's good.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff on our chart.
That's
Yeah.
that's the practice here. The only thing. So let's start off. You guys did a great job identifying the candlestick formations, but that was not what I asked you guys. I want you guys focusing on in each wave. When I asked you to identify on the first wave, where number 1 is, your job was to identify the candlestick pattern there. Overall, that's don't stress it. The point is we're learning, right? So overall, remember, the 5th wave has to be the last wave where the market downtrend ends, okay? So you guys did a great job identifying this. Just you messed up with the 5th wave because the 5th wave cannot create a higher low when it needs to be a lower low. Okay?
All right.
It has to be below the 3 as well.
Because we want to see it in the trend, you know? So overall, had we watched the market, and I'll draw the pattern, the flow. So we had 1, we had 2, right? We had 3, we had 4, and then we had 5. So
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All the other candlestick patterns you guys identified, I like that you identified and included the candlestick pattern here on the retest. Just remember, on the 3 dark crows, it happens at the end of a trend, not at the start of a trend. So if the 3 dark crows was at the top of the end of for instance, this is a good example of the 3 dark crows. The market shot up, and at the end, the market started forming 3 bearish candles. But overall, you guys did a really good job. I want to know what was going through your minds. How did you guys feel being timed and all that? Was there any pressure? Did you feel like you were focused more on the identification or the time?
You know, it was weird. It felt weird.
The goal is to feel like you're on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
The goal is to try to translate that feeling when the market is live and you're like, okay, I want to make money, you know? So in the end, I want to give you guys a round of applause from me and from everybody for you guys' effort. You guys did really well. Great job identifying it. Just remember, focus on when identifying the Elliott wave, we want to see the start of the movement down. So although the market consolidated here, the movement downwards wasn't confirmed until after the retest. So
That retest.
had 1, 2, you could even went, 3, 4, 5, and you could have made all this the 5th move to the downside.
Right.
Good job. Proud of you guys. Next up, let's see. Who do I want to pick? Evelio and Randy. Let's have you guys work together.
How do I
I just unshared it, don't worry.
Thanks.
Evelio and Randy, if you guys can work together, let's open up one of you guys' charts and do GBP NZD on the daily chart.
Jose, my internet is very unstable. I'm doing it from my phone because I'm not in the house.
No problem. Randy, are you at your computer yet?
Am I sharing right now?
Yeah, you can I'm about to go to my house right now. Looking for parking.
No problem. So why don't we have Evelio work with Dean? Dean, are you there?
Which pair did you say?
GBP NZD. If Dean is not available, why don't we have Courtney? Why don't you go ahead and work with Evelio here? Courtney, do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so again, we're gonna work on identifying the zones. Evelio, make sure you're on the daily chart. How are you guys liking this this lesson here?
Incredible. Incredible. Okay, so when I draw my zones, I like to get the most touches to my zone. So I like to start like this to see how many times there's touches to the train.
If it helps you, Evelio, double click on the volume at the bottom, those green and red bars at the bottom, double click on them. And
Volume?
yeah, you see the green and red bars at the bottom of your chart, right under the candlesticks?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, double click it. Go to style.
Wait.
Go to
Style?
Yeah, and uncheck volume and then click OK. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
You guys can start in 5.
So I could see here 3 touches to that train on the bottom.
All right, so that's the support.
So go to the lower. So I don't know what you think.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm just gonna annotate because I'm on like a smaller screen, but I see one here, or excuse me.
Where?
I see one here. That could be a zone, and then another zone up top here.
Come on, let me go. What else you said right here?
Yeah, at the very top, and then I feel like there's one more in between. There's like 2 touches here, like along here. So yeah, that's like a zone area in there.
Yeah, I would say there.
Okay, so I think that's good for the zones.
Okay.
Now we chart up the Elliott wave, correct? Or is Elliott wave first, then the candlestick pattern?
The Elliott wave first. Well, the train first. Let's do the train first.
Okay, the trend. So this is obviously it's a downtrend that starts up here. And sorry, I'm not drawing correct lines.
So the train. Okay.
Downtrend. And as far as where the Elliott wave begins, I would say it starts at the top. It'll go like this. Let me see.
Yeah, there was a fake out. There was a fake out.
Mhm.
So then I would say that maybe yeah, but it went past this spot, this sun, and
Mhm.
then it came back and it retraced it, retest, and it kept going down. So yes,
The first one will start there from 0 to 1, correct? Oh man, my fibers.
so maybe we started here to there. Where did it go? What is it happening? I don't know why it's disappearing.
Yeah, just drag it to the next spot. Yeah, 3, and then 4.
No.
I think 4 is a little bit further down.
1, 2, 3. No. We
This is.
syncing
I
it
think
up.
this
Hold
is
on.
4 down here. Oh no.
Wait. I
Yeah,
think it's
I'm
here,
already.
then here, then here, and then here. Okay?
Okay. I'm
Just give
not
me
100%. I'm not 100% sure because I felt like 5 should have maybe been somewhere down here for like the uptrend afterwards, but I could be wrong. I'm still learning it as well. So
I think we're good. I mean, I'm pretty confident that we're doing good.
yeah, it does look good. It does look good.
So then we have a corrective wave over here, but we're not talking about that right now.
Okay.
But then we have the patterns. Like at the beginning of the train, we have these long what's it called these? A doji. Then at the bottom over here, we have these. Oh, see, I'm having issues with my computer right now. Can you draw on it?
Yeah. Hold on. Are you talking about these right here?
Yeah. So we have
The
that
3 dark. What is it? 3
the
dark.
evening star, the evening
Even
shooting star, the green one, the shooting star, the green one.
These are here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Then over there in the bottom we have an inverted hammer, number 3. And before that we had a doji.
these.
Then at number 4 we have another shooting star.
This is the shooting star here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we missing, Jose?
So
I forgot what else we need to identify.
no, you guys are doing well. The candlestick patterns on the touches of Elliott wave. You guys are doing well there.
We have to identify something on the fifth point, correct or no?
Correct.
Looks like this. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what it is.
What is it?
I forgot what it's called. It's what is?
Squeeze the bottom.
That's resistance. So that's a Is that evening? Evening star? No. Well, no, I'm not sure. Because
The
the red.
tweezer bottom.
Tweezer bottom happens at the bottom of support. I think the one you're getting confused with is the evening star resistance, but we're not identifying that one because you guys labeled the two candles at the bottom as your fifth wave.
Okay.
But overall, you guys did this well. The only thing I will suggest is, remember, if you guys were identifying that as your first wave, right? And then the second wave came back up, I would much prefer you guys naming this move as your first wave.
First wave, yeah. That's how I drew it at first. 3, 4, and then 5 would have been down here. Yeah. That's how I wanted to draw it at first, but I kind of doubted myself on that. So
That's fine. This is what I want you guys to feel when you're identifying it, challenging yourself to identify it. So overall, why don't you guys share how you guys felt, and then I'll review in regards to the candlesticks you guys were identifying.
all right. Well, for me, I'd normally do this on my own. Like if I haven't actually done any Elliott wave stuff, but if I do identify anything, I do it by myself. I can't really tune into many Zooms. I have to like hide at work to do them or whatever. But yes, it really felt good though, because I'm actually participating in the Zoom itself. But as far as the zones, I feel comfortable finding the zones because whatever touches previously happened can kind of help you figure out the zone. So I'm comfortable with that. As far as the candlestick pattern goes, I need work with that. But it's coming along. But it did feel good though overall.
No problem. How about you, Avelio?
Well, what it confused me more, Jose, was that first move. It was all the way down. It didn't even went and to retest the trend line. So that's why it really got me confused, because it went through those two zones without even going back and retesting until, like you said, they are number 2.
Correct. So why don't we scroll a little bit to the right and see if the market came back up to those prices around there. No, to the right.
I don't think there's more.
Keep
going.
Yeah. Keep going. There you go. So although the market didn't retest the price there, eventually price came back up and confirmed it, right? The reason why it came back up after to the downside, the market made that move and made a strong move to the upside.
To the upside, yeah.
So as you can see, if you keep scrolling to the right,
They literally touched every zone that we drew.
Correct. So
in the past. Yeah, I didn't even see that there.
Job on that. The only thing I would suggest is on the candlestick patterns, remember, when the market is trending downwards, right? And if we identify this as our downtrend, then the first move, the second move, the third move, and the fourth move, and the fifth move have to be within the trend. I think you guys did a really good job. The only thing you guys got to both work on is identifying the candlestick patterns and trying to remember the names of each pattern to help you better identify them.
Right.
You guys identified here inverted hammer. That was correct. Right. Inverted hammer, and then you had a bullish engulfing. I was hoping you guys identified here. Here you had, again, Avelio, I would have this as your second move, this as your third, this as your fourth, and then this as your fifth.
Quick question. Can you scroll the chart over to the right for me real quick? I just want to see something. So is that from 1 going over, hold on, let me get my stylus real quick. Is this head and shoulders? Is this a head and shoulders right here? And then oh no, it's not. No, that's not it. Never mind. I thought that might be a Head and Shoulders.
This would be inverted had this not engulfed out of the
It's
channel.
inverted Head and Shoulders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes up after that.
Correct. What was going through your mind, Aurelio?
What you said again? That I'm trying to figure out what is it that I did wrong.
No, so we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and then 5. You have correct.
So 3 is here.
Yeah, 3 is by 4. 4 is yeah.
Mm-hmm. Correct. That's your wave to the downside. And as you can see, with the formation there, you had an evening star, not an evening star, a shooting star pattern, right?
Okay.
And started to go down. And then on the 5th wave, we had a 3 inside up.
Inside up.
All right. But great job, guys. I know.
Now I see it very well. Yeah.
Correct. So good job on that. Just keep working off that. And do one more. Let's do one more group. Let's see. Dean was not talking, so Randy, why don't you get on, share your screen, and I'm gonna have Daniel. What's up, Daniel? Why don't you and Randy share your screen? And no, well, Randy, you share your screen and work with Daniel. Daniel, so what we're doing here is we're working together in groups, and you guys have 10 minutes to identify the zones, the trends, the Elliott wave within that trend, and the candlestick pattern on each touch of the trend. Okay?
What's up, Jose? Which one do you want us to do?
Do GBP USD.
Go with this.
So just
And the time frame?
delete everything and go on the daily time frame. Let's see, Daniel.
One day or daily? Is that a minute?
Okay, yeah. One day. One day.
Daily, 1 day, yeah. Keep going down. Go down, 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 down.
Which one, the minute or the day?
The day,
1 day?
yeah, 1 day.
Yeah. So you guys together, you guys are gonna work on identifying
Is that what?
Let me see if it's because you're sharing your screen. Did it load?
Internet.
Try to share it again.
Okay. Am I sharing?
Not yet.
No? How about now?
Now you are. Yep.
Okay.
So you guys
So
together.
who am I doing this with?
You're doing it with Daniel.
Daniel.
Hey, bro. Hey, Randy.
So you guys together identify your zones. You guys got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. You guys got 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I normally start at the bottom, find the lowest point, and work off that.
Randy, is your computer slowing down because you're sharing? Because it happens to some people.
Yeah, that looks good.
Top.
Do the top, yeah.
I think so. I'm not sure, but what?
Yeah, so my internet went completely down.
That's fine. Try to see if it works. If not, what we'll do is we'll have both of you guys do the chart separately. Daniel, are you on your computer?
I'm just jumping on it now.
All right. So why don't you try sharing your screen and then we work off that.
Okay. Sorry
no
about
worries.
that.
Nah, don't be, bro. The internet's a beauty, but it
Is
can
it
be a pain in the ass.
is it because does the rain affect that or not? Because it's raining hard here where I'm at.
It could be that the internet is not strong enough because Zoom takes a lot of it. So let's say, for instance, if you're running Zoom on your computer, Zoom takes about 30 megabytes of your internet automatically. So if you have, let's say, like a 50 megabyte internet, then your internet's really pushing it.
Oh, there you go. There you have it. Yeah, man. And then I just came out of work and then parking in New York. You know how it is at night.
Yeah, no worries, man. So what we'll do is, why don't you and Daniel, when you guys go ahead and do your charts, just send it as your homework. What I'm gonna do is, we're getting to the point where it's getting a little late at night. So why don't I open up the questions? Let's start off with Bianca. Bianca, why don't you? What was your biggest takeaway from today's lesson?
My biggest takeaway was that identifying the candlestick patterns at the points. I can identify the wave, but identifying the candlestick patterns, I get mixed up between morning stars, evening stars, and then the 3 inside ups. Those kind of confuse me sometimes.
So remember, when identifying the difference between those two, on an evening star, you're looking for spinning top and doji candles as the second candle.
Right, that middle candle, and then for the 3 inside up, 3 inside down, that middle candle is bigger.
Yeah, it's neither of those two.
Okay.
But good job overall. I'm really proud of your effort there, and I'm really glad that you're showing immense growth here. So I'm really grateful to have you on.
Thank you.
Let's see, Brad, talk to me, man. What was your biggest takeaway?
It's just fun seeing how everyone else kind of analyzes. So no, it'll something I just got to keep sharpening up on.
Correct. And again, there's no rush when
Right.
it's analyzing. We just put some pressure on you guys, so you guys, trying to create the real market scenario, and you guys are, most people's minds trying to train yourself to see and think faster. So overall, great job. I'm really proud of your growth. And thank you for being on here with us as well. Courtney, how you felt, man? Talk to me. What was your biggest takeaway?
I felt good. The same as Bianca, identifying the candlestick pattern. I was referring to the cheat sheet and the candlestick Bible. My question is, because I noticed in there it said that the middle candle for the morning or evening, it could be any color, correct? It could be bearish or bullish, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. The color of the candle really doesn't matter because, you know, at the end it's the structure of the setup.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to get caught up in the color because, you know, then if a bullish engulfing candle kicks in and then, you know, something, maybe a news event occurred or something happened and then a big bearish candle comes in and engulfs that setup, then that whole setup is not valid anymore.
Right. So it's pattern, not color.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Everything else I understood. The Elliott wave itself, it's more of, for me, having the confidence to identify exactly like where I should put them.
Correct.
But everyone charts them differently.
How did that feel? To
It
see
felt good.
everybody doing it kind of with their own twist.
Yeah, it felt good because you still kind of end up at the same the same like result. Like the market is still gonna go up or down after you chart it. Is at least from what I saw.
Correct. So remember, we're charting off hindsight, what already happened. So what we're working on is identifying what has happened already. So what is happening and what happens after gives us a sense. Okay? But overall, great job. Proud of you, man. Continue working hard. And thanks for being on here with us, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see. David, talk to me, man. What was your biggest takeaway?
More like a wake-up call on the Elliott waves. I just need to work on it. I mean, of course, I'm going to work on it. The biggest takeaway for me is the constant notice of confluence. So I'm constantly identifying a lot of things within a lot of things. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but
Oh, you are.
but yeah, so that's my biggest takeaway, how I'm just like finding these things and looking back at the cheat sheets, and then like if I'm unsure about something, I just go back to the videos.
Correct. And how did it feel to see everybody do it?
Oh, it was interesting because I kind of spot like my own errors, and then I kind of see what they're doing, so it kind of gives me like an idea how to back test again, you know, like the bigger picture to a smaller picture.
Correct. Well, you know, I'm proud of you. Keep working hard, man. Showing tremendous growth. And as always, man, it's my honor to have you on here. Let's see, Evelio, talk to me, man. What was your biggest takeaway from today's lesson? If Evelio doesn't speak, Jacqueline, talk to me. How did you feel?
I felt pretty good. My biggest takeaway was narrowing it down. Like I was looking at the bigger picture for the Elliott waves.
Sorry about that, Jacqueline.
That's okay. And just focusing it down to one spot. Also, I know I need, to practice, especially my 3 black crows. I have to practice those because I'm not good at identifying them.
Yeah.
I missed a couple of those.
Don't get too caught up on like the specifics of the candles because we're using them as confirmation. But yes, do get better. You know, the more you identify better at different patterns, the better you will become at, putting everything together. But overall, how did it feel to see everybody doing it?
Oh, it felt good.
You're going in and out. Say it again.
I said it felt good. It's a learning experience. You get to learn how other people see things. And like I think somebody said before me, you get to see your errors and how you can improve.
Correct. But no, as always, man, it's my pleasure. I really appreciate it. And I really thank you for joining us on this. Continue working hard, all right?
Okay.
Let's see, Evelio. While we wait for Evelio, Jaylene, talk to me. How did you feel?
I felt like under pressure, so I think I rushed. But what I took away was like I wanna like memorize what the candle patterns like mean. Like, are they continuation? Are they when they what is it called when it changes directions?
Reverse.
Reversal pattern, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. So just like memorizing what that means. So when I'm like identifying it in the chart, like I understand why what's happening is happening.
Correct. So, I mean, if you tune into the cheat sheet, I broke them down for you, continuation patterns and reversal patterns, right? So we have reversal patterns and we have continuation patterns. So when you work on identifying them, right, just make sure you're always setting up your chart to identify them properly. And as always, you know, continue seeking confluence. But overall, how did it feel for you to see everyone else doing it?
It was nice because you kind of get to see like, you know, people actually learning, and it's a nice thing seeing everybody like understand what's going on.
Perfect. Well, now keep working hard. I'm really proud of you. And thank you for being on here. I'm loving the growth. You're definitely getting better and better. And you know, continue working hard. You're definitely improving.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Evelio, talk to me. You got it working?
Yeah.
Talk-
I'm working from my phone, the computer.
No problem. Talk to me. How did it feel to see everyone else doing it?
Great. You know, it give you a lot of opportunities to improve and to see where the flaws are for us. You know,
Correct.
even me myself, I don't know how didn't I see that? You know, I had it right there in my face, and I wasn't seeing it correctly.
You see that right there? What you just said right there. That's something you're gonna feel in the market when you take a trade and it goes against you, and then you go back and look at it, and you say, "Man, how the hell didn't I see that forming?" That was the purpose of this workout, to help you within time to kind of see. Although you're looking at what already happened, while the market is happening, it kind of creates that same like like sense of urgency when you're in a trade and you have real money involved. All right. So overall, I'm really proud of you. I'm really grateful to have you on here. Continue working hard. What would you feel was your biggest takeaway?
I mean, overall, the continuation of the seeing the people doing the same thing and seeing where can I improve in my next move.
Correct.
You know, it's just a big difference when you do it and then when we do it. You know.
And I took into consideration with what you've been giving me as feedback, and I wanted to implement this. I wanted us to work as groups, you know, working with people you never met before and collaborating to kind of work together and finding what the picture is. Because in the end, that's what the community is all about, you know, working with people that are doing the same thing. So now all of you guys, as you guys are growing individually, you know, you guys kind of start to remember names and you're like, yo, I kind of like how this guy did it. Let me hop on the chart with him. Hey, I'm free this time. Let's try to get on the charts. That's what I encourage you guys to do on your free time. You know, try to set up. If you guys want to use my Zoom, I'll give you the Zoom and you guys can, you know, hop on the Zoom, you know, and, you know, I want you guys growing together, working together, and really pushing forward. So overall, great job on that. And thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Jose. We really appreciate it. Myself, I'm very, you know, like I'm not that type of person where I, you know, where I talk to people easy. You know, I'm not that open to talk, and this is helping me out a lot.
Correct. I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to hear these things because in the end, that's what the point is here. We're all one big family. Although we're in different areas of the world, you know, some of you guys didn't even realize you were working with someone. You know, we had Kurt and who was Kurt working with? Jaylene, I think. Jaylene and Kurt were working together. Jaylene's in New York and Kurt's in New Zealand. You know, you guys are working with each other across the world and not even knowing it. That's the beautiful thing about this. But overall, great job. Let's see, Jeff, how did you feel and what was your biggest takeaway?
Oh yeah, I felt I was really good. I actually liked the little bit of pressure that was put on you there, and working with somebody else I thought was great. Because I mean, this is my second time kind of running through this course, and maybe the first time I focused a lot on I got good at identification, where to put things and whatnot, and the stuff that we're gonna learn a little bit later is the stuff I had a little bit of trouble with. But this stuff for now, I just like to put it more in a practical use, like we're doing right now. Like we're identifying charts. I'm working with another person. You're giving us your opinion. And then I like watching everybody else, because then I remember going through the course the first time with Avelio, and he always asked the right questions, oh yeah, I wanted to know that too. So it was good it's always good to have more people ask the questions and see what's going on.
Correct, and I encourage you guys, don't be afraid to ask the question, because I believe me, some people ask questions and they feel like it's a silly question, but you may not know. Maybe someone else was wondering the same thing, and then you guys both walk away boom, mind blown. Oh shit, it was only that? Wow. So I want you guys to continue working on it. But overall, thank you, man. I really appreciate you joining us, Jeff, and continue working hard, man. I'm excited to see what you become in this, because you're really taking this information and running with it. You got less than 2-3 months ago, and look how fast you're developing the understanding. So I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thanks.
You got it, my brother. Let's see, Jose Gonzalez, talk to me. How did you feel? What was your biggest takeaway?
Exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff. It's cool when you get put, how people react when they're under pressure. So it's nice. It was cool to be in the spotlight, and you just get things going over here and see how other people see certain things that you might not be seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I was totally stoked to get on and pair up with somebody and get do this stuff.
Oh yeah.
The engagement is a lot. It's a lot more, I think. So I definitely loved it.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm loving the growth, man. I look at somebody like, Jaylene and Jacqueline. You guys are blowing me away with your progress. David. When I first met David a few months ago, it was mind blowing. My man was drawing trends. I'm like, what kind of trend are you seeing? And now he's identifying things well, and he's sending me charts that I'm like, holy shit, it looks just like mine. So you guys are doing amazing, man. I'm really, really proud of each and every one of you guys. What was your biggest takeaway, Jose?
There's so many. Collaboration, man. Just understanding that somebody might not see things exactly how you would, and you might be wrong. And somebody's, ability to see things a different way can help you get better.
Right. I love that answer, man. Thank you, bro. I'm really proud of you, bro. Keep working hard.
Oh, man, I appreciate you, man. You're a freaking lifesaver.
We're on a mission, man. We're on a mission, and I'm
100%.
you on here with us. Let's see, Kurt, talk to me, bro.
Hey, bro.
Talk to me. How did you feel, and what was your biggest takeaway?
I felt good. I love learning, even though it's just lines and all of that. I like learning.
Oh yeah.
But my biggest takeaway from today was just seeing where the start of the Elliott waves are.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just a lot more clear.
Perfect. And I mean, I'm really proud of you, man. Because from the first day that I met you to today, man, like your growth is like it blows my mind, man. Like I remember you being one of the ones like, wait, when I'm doing this, is it this or this? And now you were basically coaching and really confident, man. And I'm really proud of you for that.
Thank you, bro.
Keep working hard, man. I'm really, really grateful to have you on here. Can't wait to meet you in person and continue working hard, man.
Hell yeah, man. It's all you, bro.
Thank you, brother. No, it's you, man. I'm the messenger. You're the one applying it, all right? Not me. Keep working hard, man. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, bro.
Got it. Let's see who we missing here. Daniel, talk to me. I know you got here a little late. Were you able to watch any of the people working together?
Yeah, I just caught the end of it. Sorry, I missed it. Just got back from work, but yeah, no, it looked really cool how you were doing that. I was just keen to get into it, but bummer I missed out.
No worries. I mean, what we'll do is at the end of this class, if you and Randy want to stay on and you share your screen, we can work on that together. And anyone
Yeah,
who
cool.
wants to stay on, I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm still doing it now, so yeah, that'd be great. Just to see where we're at for both of us.
What was your biggest takeaway though?
From today or from the whole? Oh, today. Just it's a process, right? By the sounds of what I've been seeing since you've been teaching us, it's like a system, really. If you follow the system, then you should get a good result.
Yeah,
and if you try to skip some of those steps, you always end up kind of not really getting the best result. So that's what I found anyway for me.
Mm-hmm.
So just stick to the system.
100%. Remember the acronym I gave you, what SYSTEM stands for. SYSTEM stands for Save Yourself Time, Energy, and Money. So
yeah, don't try to reinvent it. Just follow it. Yeah, look closer.
Exactly. Once you get good, you go start messing around and kind of tweak things in your favor for what you understand best. But the goal is we're understanding the information, identifying it, and I'm challenging you guys to apply it. So I'm really proud of you, man. Overall, how did you feel watching other people doing it?
Oh no, it was good. It just really like everyone's been saying, it just kind of confirms that what you're doing, that you're on the right path, kind of thing, with your analysis, which is always the biggest doubt for everyone, I think.
100%.
Trusting in yourself, So to see other people do it, even the little bit that I did saw, and the feedback that everyone was kind of giving that's gold.
Perfect, man. Well, as always, man, I really appreciate you being here and still being here with me. You were one of the first that started, and I really appreciate you for that.
Well, just a little feedback for you. The difference between how you did it back then and how you did it now, for me, because I did start at the start, but obviously you've had time to work on it and it's a bit sharper and whatnot. But what I liked about it is the participation by everyone, because sometimes you can just no one wants to talk, so or everyone's a bit too scared. So just getting that interaction, because we see what you do, like a couple other people mentioned, you see what you do and you make it look so easy. So actually you're doing it and applying the information ourselves, so we understand it, and then everyone else can see it. It's just been awesome.
Perfect. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I'm always striving to create a better environment here for you guys. I want to make sure that everyone here is learning. I understand everyone learns at a different pace or in a different style. So I'm trying to be creative in the most possible way within the time we have available. But thank you, man.
Dude, it's working, because you can just tell by your students' results. I see it all the time. That's why I'm still here.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Really do.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks, man.
Randy, talk to me, man.
What's up?
You're new here, so I'm gonna save you for last. How did you feel? Talk to me.
So I saw kind of the middle to the end. It definitely want to do it with Daniel. He's down to do it at the end, but kind of just identifying most of the candlesticks and formation. Just it's kind of new, but I am identifying it, and I think if we do it with the pressure, that's where the real test will come in. But other than that, when I do take my time and identifying it and seeing the zones and the trends, I'm getting better at that.
Awesome. What was your biggest takeaway?
The biggest takeaway, probably so with the waves yesterday, I was kind of confident, but when other people did it, with pressure time and kind of, making them go for it, I kind of got shooken up of it just because at one point, you would think the wave would go one way when in reality it would go another way because of the trend. So maybe the time and the pressure, kind of like what you said, there's things right in front of your face that you don't see it at the moment, but then after, when the aftermath, you go, damn. So that's the biggest takeaway I got.
Perfect. Just continue understanding, man. It's a process. You do have people here who've been with me since the start, since I'm talking about like even before, like we even had an online school set up. There's people here that have known me, like someone like Jose, who's known me before I even quit my job, So, at the end of the day, it's a process, man. And I don't want you feeling pressured or trying to feel like you got to catch up to some of these people, because everyone learns at their own pace. But in the end, I'm really grateful to have you here, brother. I love people who have interest in this and trust me with it and teaching them. And someone like you, who through mutual friends we met, I'm really grateful to have you on here, brother. But keep working.
Appreciate it. Grateful to have you, man. Trusting this process, and I know this shit's going well, so I'm excited for what the future brings.
100%, man. I appreciate those words. So for today's homework, I'm going to challenge you guys. So your homework today is to I want you to pick a currency pair. When you pick your currency pair, I want you on the 15-minute chart to assess what has happened and predict what happens next. So I want you to submit a screenshot of what's happening. And then tomorrow, I want you to predict. So if you think the market's going to go up or down and to where, I want you to predict that and then screenshot it when it happens. So even if it went against you or not, I want you to show that. So the way we're going to do that is, let's say, for instance, we're looking at the 15-minute chart here on GBP JPY. And I say here, I predict that the market is going to go down. So after identifying my zones or whatnot, so here I have my zones. Right, we have one zone here. I have another one here. Excuse me. A little mouse here, I'm not using it. Right, I predict the trend. I think that the market's going to drop to here. And I can grab and highlight from here to here. I predict this is going to happen. I can use my option here where the lines with the arrows up and down. I can click on short position. I can select here, select where I believe it's going to go to, and where I would cut that trade off if it went opposite. And I want you doing everything we did today. So if the market was going down, right, we identify the Elliott wave. So here is the first wave, second, third, fourth, and I believe this is the fifth, let's say, right? So once we have that, I can go on and say, this is my setup. I want you guys to share this like this, and then when the market sets itself up or makes its move, I want you to take a screenshot tomorrow after it happened and send that as well. And we're gonna compare it. For those of you guys who are trading, if you do decide to take a trade, show me where you entered, where you closed, set your take profit, and let it ride. And if you're doing it on a live account, do it on a 1 cent. If you're doing it on a demo account, do it on a 1 cent as well. And continue practicing this. Does anybody have any questions in regards to the homework before I let everyone go?
Is it going to be the same pair for everybody?
No, pick your own pair and do what you got to do.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out where you picked my pair, bro. That's my pair right there. I want to be stalking for like a month.
Actually, I want everybody to do, I want everyone to do the same pair. I want to see how everybody sees the same thing differently. So everyone do USD JPY, my ex-wife. All right. Does anybody have any questions? If you don't, type 1. If you do, type 0. Nah, Brad, we got divorced.
I hate you, Jay.
I met USD JPY's stepsister.
She's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so everybody pick USD JPY. I want to see zones, channels, trends, whatever helps you, and predict it. Okay? If you guys are going to stay to watch Daniel and Randy, go right ahead and stay. If not, I wish you guys a great night. And Daniel, share your screen. So you and Randy work on, you already have GBP USD identified, so do USD CHF. No problem, David. Have a good night.